I was too much of a coward to divorce my wife. I'm 34 meters and have been married for almost 4 years. Our relationship has been rocky almost throughout. My wife has anger issues that is exacerbated when she's drunk, and she's drunk often. She has been physical abusive and mentally/psychologically abusive to me for years. I knew back then, this was a problem, and she refused to change. Every time I try to express my feelings, or explain how her actions hurt me, they're disregarded simply because her intentions weren't to hurt me. She has on multiple occasions told me she doesn't care about my feelings. She says things like, "What do you want from me? Divorce me then." I should have done just that, but I was hopeful I could change things within myself just to survive so our daughter can continue to grow up with a family. Instead, what I'm really doing is being a coward who didn't want to stand up theirself. Throughout our marriage I have been 100% faithful and loyal. Our last 2 fights of many had to do with her basically lying to my face about money, hiding it and being sneaky about it. We don't any have financial issues, nor do I ever micromanage her spending. This was the second time I've caught her doing stuff like that. That hurt me a lot because we are supposed to be 50-50 and there was no reason to be shady like that. Again, when I address this to her, she hits me with the "What do you want from me? Divorce me." I've already apologized. The next fight was when she took a trip to visit family for 2 days. The whole family went on this trip except me, because I couldn't get the time off work. Over those 2 days she did not call or text me once. I texted her good morning on her first day there and it was ignored all day. I texted her telling her how I was feeling ignored. She replied apologizing, but then continued to not call or text me at all until she was on flight back home. That absolutely broke me and made it obvious I am not valued in her eyes. When it came to my wants and needs, she never made me feel they were a priority like I would do for her. It was obvious it was an inconvenience for her, and I've endured this for years simply for the sake of keeping the integrity of my family. I absolutely love being a dad and a family man. I go out by myself because I'm in my feelings about everything, telling myself I want to be done with her. I end up at a bar where I met some girl. We start chatting and flirting and she makes me feel amazing. She giving me everything I've been wanting from wife. Basically making me feel like I matter. So here's where I do something stupid and I hook up with this girl. My wife must have spider senses because she felt something was off the next morning, probably my shame and guilt, and I told her about it all. I don't want to make excuses for what I did. I was wrong, that's not the kind of person I am. I'm so sad and ashamed of myself because I lost the respect from the people I love the most. Instead of doing the right thing and just divorcing out myself in this compromising situation. Now please call me out if this is bullshit, but I'm just expressing my thoughts. I would have never done anything like this if my wife treated me better. Not saying she the blame, but in a way she was also complicit in what happened because she ignored my wants and needs throughout our relationship. Even after typing I feel like I'm making excuses, but I know it's the truth. I was a loyal and faithful husband throughout the relationship until now. As terrible of a wife she was to me, she didn't deserve that and regret doing that her every day. I have mixed feelings, me being a terrible human being and others of me being a good man who just made a terrible decision. I am currently divorcing her. I want you guys to set me straight.